For this lecture, we're going to discuss the first component of internal controls, the control environment. So in a good control environment, the organization demonstrates a commitment to integrity and ethical values. The board of directors demonstrates independence from management and exercises oversight and development performance of internal controls. Management establishes, with board oversight, structures, reporting lines, and the appropriate authorities and responsibilities in pursuit of those objectives. So we're putting together a good organizational structure to enforce these internal controls. The organization demonstrates a commitment to attract, develop, and retain competent individuals in alignment with objectives. So not only are we bringing in good people, we're training them and we're indoctrinating them into our culture of strong ethics and good controls so that we can meet the objectives. The organization also holds individuals accountable for their internal control responsibilities in the pursuit of those objectives. So as for the control environment, it is the foundation of all components of internal controls. Leadership culture of the organization is key. You need to have tone at the top, people at the top with good ethical values that will trickle down to the rest of the employees. They will also put an importance on internal controls and expected standards of conduct. They will reinforce that throughout the organization. A strong control environment is an important line of defense against the risks related to financial statement reliability. And when there is a deficiency in control environment, that's been associated with most of the financial frauds we talk about. So let's review the COSO principles of control environment. First principle, commit to integrity and ethical values. The second principle, the board of directors exercises that oversight responsibility. The third principle, management will establish a good structure, authority, and responsibility for all actions and processes within the company. Principle 4, the organization demonstrates a commitment to competence. Principle 5, the organization enforces that accountability. And that concludes our discussion on control environment, the first component of internal controls.